Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tanisha here and thanks for stopping by for another video. So one of my followers on Instagram actually reached out to me. Her name is Zoe. She is from Nigeria, Calabar, Nigeria actually. She reached out to me to give some words of inspiration basically for a natural hair event that she was hosting in her hometown. So basically, she asked me if I would be available on such and such date, and we made the arrangements and we organized to have me basically do like a video chat to her audience. And I was really honored. It was a great honor to be able to share my knowledge and just give some inspiration to young ladies like myself, like you who may be watching, just about being able to love and accept their natural hair and how you could use that knowledge to help you to get your hair to a healthier place. So as I said before, her natural hair event, it was hosted at Calabar in Nigeria. We started the video call and I started to do my little presentation. She told me I had 10 minutes, so we started to do our presentation.
Hello everyone, so we have Tanisha. She's a natural hair blogger, so she's going to give us a 10-minute talk.
Hi, good evening everyone. It's so nice to be here with you all, and I thank Zoe for inviting me. It's an honor to be here. Alright, so as Zoe would have said, I am a natural hair blogger. I am from the island of Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean. I'm 29 years old. So one of the reasons that I actually went natural to begin with is because I wanted to be a positive influence for young ladies to know that you could still be beautiful and you could still feel beautiful even with your natural hair. To be able to know that you just have to be yourself, be able to accept the hair that grows out of your head however God created that to be for you. I find that unfortunately they lost connection along the way, so I'll just insert some clips of me giving the talk, but because I wasn't able to finish, I felt like this opportunity shouldn't be wasted and that I could impart this knowledge to somebody out there who may be able to take some of what I'm gonna say and kind of apply it to their own life and see how you could best be able to relate it. Hi guys, sorry we got cut off just now, but as I was saying to you guys before, once you come to accept your hair and accept that it does require a bit of work, you then be willing to put in the work. So I thank you guys. I thank Zoe especially for inviting me to be a part of this event with you guys, and I hope I wasn't able to impart some knowledge to you on how you could customize your routine to achieve healthy hair, and even to be able to inspire you to love your hair even more than you already probably do, and just to be able to approach your hair and have a different perspective in how you approach your hair routine. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your program. Thank you again for being attentive and for having me, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Alright, so you see how this thing goes. So actually, as I was telling you guys that we got disconnected, I was able to reconnect with them, but just so that I could kind of reiterate what I would have said to them is that I started off my natural hair journey way back when I was 16. It was leading up to my Form 5 graduation, and I remember asking my mother, begging her that, you know, I wanted to relax my hair, I had been natural all before then. So she let me relax my hair. So fast forward a few years, I had been relaxed for a while at this point. I can't remember how many years that was. Maybe close to 10 years actually. I had been relaxed for close to 10 years, and then I came to this point where I wanted to learn more about my hair, and I started going and doing research about relaxed hair and how to get my hair longer, because I always wanted long hair. That was always a thing of mine. And so when I started learning about relaxed hair care techniques, I stumbled across something called stretching, which is where you don't relax your hair as often. So I probably used to relax my hair instead of every 2 months or 8 weeks like I used to, I started pushing it to every 3 months, and then I started pushing it to every 4 months, and then after 4 months I ended up going to stretch my relaxer for 6 months. And of course at 6 months you almost have, based on like the average rate of hair growth, you have like 3 inches, because the hair grows half an inch a month. So as my hair started growing out and I started seeing these coils and curls, I was intrigued, because even before when I was natural, I got natural late into my teen years, my hair was always in twists or in a keynote style, so I never actually saw my hair out, like this. I never saw what it could look like, and so I was intrigued and interested. So I started looking into natural hair and what would happen, how I could get back, to that place. So I grew up my hair for a year, then I did the big chop, and I'll insert a picture so you can see what that looks like. So I did my big chop and I was so relieved. It was such a great relief, or I don't know how to explain it. Like, it was just a really happy moment for me, just to be able to release and kind of just love myself again. Because one of the things for me is that when I was relaxed, or even the reason for me wanting to relax, apart from wanting to try something new, is that I always valued the European standard of beauty. My hair had to be straight, it had to be long. And over the year, while I was transitioning, I made a conscious effort to actually tell myself that it's okay to not have straight, long hair. Like, it's okay. And even through that time, I had issues with my self-esteem in terms of how I look and the shade of my skin. And I really had to take stock of myself, and I had to understand, and I had to know that, hey, I am beautiful just how I am, And so when I actually finally did the big chop, it was like, wow, like, I absolutely love, like, I am in love with it. I know some people are kind of a little bit daunted. They at first don't like it, they think they look like a boy, but you could not tell me anything. Like, I thought my hair was the bummest thing ever, like. And I remember going to work the next day, and some people liked it, some people, made fun and different things like that. But even in those moments, I couldn't care about what anybody had to say about me, because I thought I looked good, and that was what was important to me, And so I think once you get to that place and you are able to really accept and really know your hair for what it is, and accept it for all of its curls, the kinks, the waves, the zigzags, the frizz, the single strand knots, the coarse texture of it. So yeah, like, once you actually accept all of it, not just the good but the bad that comes, or some of the more negative aspects of natural hair, the long detangling sessions, the single strand knots, the breakage, like, once you are able to just fully immerse yourself and fully accept all that you have to offer this world with who you are and who God made you to be, like, it's such a beautiful thing. I honestly, like, I'm really passionate about this topic, and I really feel as though once we accept who we are, we could do anything, and we could be anything. We could just have this confidence about you that, hey, this is it, I am it, And so once you know that about your hair, and you have come to accept that, and you accept that, yeah, it may require a little extra work, it may require a little extra time and patience and love and dedication. Once you accept that and you recognize that, it's like when you have something that is worth value to you, like your favorite handbag, your favorite shoe, even like your best friend. Like, if you value something, you would want to nurture it, you would want to make sure that nothing happens to it, you would want it to be its best. And it's the same with your hair. Like, why not have the same attitude with your hair? If you accept your hair and you love your hair, you're going to want to put in that time, and you're going to want to put in that effort. it wouldn't feel like a chore. Like for me, wash days are the most relaxing things ever, and I really just take that time to be able to just disconnect from everything and just treat myself, you know. And so it's important to know as well that each person's head of hair is different, and what my hair could do, yours can't or may not be able to, and what your hair could do, mine's may not be able to. And once you accept that and we stop comparing ourselves as women, because I find oftentimes that women are so quick to compare themselves. Oh, my hair doesn't look like this one, or you know, my hair doesn't look like this next girl's, or my curls don't look like that, or why doesn't my hair do that, or why doesn't my hair grow as fast as hers does. I think we need to break away and break free of all of those things. Your hair is only going to do what it can do based on your own specific characteristics and needs. And yeah, you could have your favorite natural hair influencer, your favorite YouTuber. You could have inspiration in family and friends, but when it comes down to it, what really matters is what is up on your head. Like, you can't change that, so why not learn to love it? And so once you're paying attention to your hair specific needs, like, you could then tailor your routine to figure out how you can get your specific head of hair to be as healthy as it can be for you, whatever that looks like for you. And so you could then figure out, okay, on wash day, do I like shampoo? Do I like cleansers? Do I only like to co-wash? Do I like rinse out conditioners? Do I like deep conditioners? How often should I deep condition? Do I do it weekly, monthly, bi-weekly? You know, how often should I moisturize my hair? Should I oil my scalp? Should I use protective styles? Can I wear my hair out and still be fine? Like, once you take time to experiment with your hair and really learn about it and really get to know it in a kind of intimate way, you'll be able to answer all of those questions, and you'll be able to determine your own specific routine. And so based on the program for the session that I spoke at before, in Nigeria, one of the previous speakers would have gone on to talk about hair texture, and I also wanted to reiterate to them that not only hair texture is important, but also knowing your hair's porosity. Like, if you know your hair's porosity, you have such a better understanding of what your hair behaves like, what it needs, what ingredients it will like, what ingredients it won't like. And you know, it's so important to actually take that time and figure these things out. So for me, I know I have naturally high porosity hair, so that means my hair dries quickly, it loses moisture quickly, it is very frizzy, and I know that that means my hair loves apple cider vinegar, it loves aloe vera. In humid climates, because I live in the Caribbean, it's pretty humid, it loves glycerin because it's able to pull that moisture. Not only glycerin, but my hair loves humectants. So it's in such a humid climate as in the Caribbean, my hair is able to pull moisture from the atmosphere into my hair. I also would know just from doing research and just experience that if I'm in an air-conditioned room, that same humectant in my hair will be terrible for my hair, because the moisture will leave my hair and go into the atmosphere because it's so dry because of the AC. So, like, all of those things you need to kind of take into consideration and figure out, so that you could really dial in and figure out what works for you. One of the other things I would have said is that it's so important to trim your hair, and a lot of us feel like, you know, I don't like to trim my hair and this, that, and the other. And I remember at the beginning of the year, I started this challenge for myself for the year that I wanted to trim my hair. And when I say trim, I mean like a little, like barely anything, because you just need the ends gone. You don't need to go getting scissor happy and whatever, but it's important to trim your hair, keep the ends of your hair healthy. Especially, like, I don't wear protective styles, and my hair is out. I wear wash and goes pretty often, so I know my ends do take a little bit of a beating. So me personally, I need to trim my hair more frequently than somebody who is rocking braids or who has their hair in a protective style under a wig or weave or whatever, you know. So that was basically the little talk that I gave to them. I hope that some of it resonated with them and that they were able to take something and be able to apply it to their life. And I was really grateful. Again, thanks to Zoe for reaching out and extending me the privilege to be able to speak to them. My first gig as a natural hair influencer, natural hair blogger. And it was really an amazing experience. Yeah, there were some technical difficulties in terms of getting the connections and everything synced, but once we got it up and running, I think they were really appreciative of the information, and I hope you guys take some of that information as well and apply it to your own selves. So again, I hope you like this video. Comment down below and let me know what made you want to go natural, what made you want to stay natural and to keep loving your hair and accepting it for what it is. And also subscribe, hit down below, hit the notification bell so you don't miss future uploads. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.